Welcome into New Orleans Saints now. I am Tom Downey as the Saints come up just short against the Tennessee Titans. They cannot pick up the W with a backup quarterback, and it's a disappointing loss for New Orleans, who you can make a pretty strong argument that A, they should have won that game, and B, they outplayed Tennessee. We'll talk some of the yardage numbers from this one. I thought Trevor Siemian and Taysom Hill, I mentioned him as well, played good enough to win the game. I thought that was a just above average performance out of Siemian, out of the Saints offense. You thought they'd be able to do better. They clearly missed Alvin Kamara, more on him in a little bit. They missed Mark Ingram with him as well. The Saints just couldn't quite capitalize, missed extra points. The Adam Trotman penalty on the 2-point try, it all added up, and in the end, they just couldn't get enough as they dropped to 5-4. Still, though, which with the Falcons getting blown out by the Cowboys, very much alive in the NFC playoff mix. A tough road loss, although they did cover. If you bet on the Saints, +3. Let's go to Alvin Kamara. We had mentioned this leading up to the game, and he did not play this week for the Saints, dealing with that apparent mild knee sprain. He was out, did not go, although Mark Ingram was productive-ish. 14 carries, 47 yards, a TD on the ground, plus 4 catches for 61 yards. The offense clearly missed their best player. So hopefully Alvin Kamara can come back next week for the New Orleans Saints. Although the injuries didn't stop at just Kamara. Ty Montgomery left the game with a rather nasty hand injury, a pinky injury. Pro tip, if you missed it, don't Google it if you are squeamish or have a soft stomach. I'll suffice to say that it was not pointed the way it is supposed to point. So we'll see how long it takes Ty to recover from that. He might miss a little bit of time. In the end, it is a 23-21 loss for New Orleans, which makes no mistake, is a fairly large disappointment. So grade the Saints' performance. How do you assign their overall effort? This will be the pinned comment on today's video, meaning if you get the ad break here on YouTube, then head on down to the comment section. Type in A, B, C, D, or F. You guys play greater on today's video. Let's go to the quarterback, Trevor Siemian. Now, I'll make a quick note here that Taysom Hill went Taysom Hill. Ready for this one, producer Jeremy? 2 of 2 for 11 yards through the air. Yay. 3 carries, 23 yards. Good. And then also had 1 catch for 15 yards on 2 targets. Very much a Taysom Hill effort. Maybe they should make him kick. Maybe that'd be better than Brian Johnson, because 0 of 2 on extra points killed you. But back to Trevor Siemian as I kind of distract myself there for really no good reason. 19 of 34, 298. So a pretty damn good average there overall for the Saints. 2 touchdowns. He did take 4 sacks. It's more than you want. You can blame the O-line a bit there as well, but you know, it's a bit of column A, a bit of column B. I thought he was above average overall. As the Saints, look, they moved the ball enough, and they left 4 points-ish, call it 3 points, on the board with 2 missed extra points. Then to go for 2, you get the Adam Trotman penalty. It backs you up. Ingram can't make the catch. It's all a big-time disappointment. So I don't think Trevor Siemian is the problem right now in New Orleans. Is he the full-fledged solution? I think he's good enough right now, but I still think you want a little bit more out of your quarterback. He's a backup, though, and as far as backups go, I don't think it'd be fair to expect a whole lot more out of Siemian right now. Let's go to Mark Ingram, who was the leading rusher against Titans. No surprise there. Everyone else combined for 7 total carries, 3 of them by Taysom Hill. Ingram was fine. Again, the average remains low. That was the case for Kamara as well. 14 carries, 47 yards, a touchdown. Congrats if you played him in fantasy. Also pulled in 4 catches for 61 yards. Ingram more or less is who he is. He's not prime Mark Ingram, but he's reliable. He's steady. Outside of the 2-point try, and he's more than enough to be your backup running back. But make no mistake, This team wants and needs Alvin Kamara back out there sooner than later. If you guys want more videos here on New Orleans Saints Now, subscribe today. We're free, and we always will be. More subscribers equals more videos. I told you guys that if you beat the Titans in subs, you get the first video. Well, you didn't. The Titans beat you on the field and off it as well. So let's get that changed here. If you want more free videos on the New Orleans Saints, hit that big red button and subscribe today. The defense for New Orleans, the yards look great. Under 270 normally means you end up winning. The Titans offense, though, got enough overall points with a grand total of 23. You just wanted a little bit more out of the Saints overall. I think the defense played more than well enough to win, but hoping for a bit better effort. Also, what really killed them, that Deontay Harris fumble, that hurt. The only turnover in the game. You can't be doing those things in a close matchup. All right, the top defenders in this one, as unusual as this might sound, Marshawn Lattimore actually led the way with 6 tackles for New Orleans. I'll make note that A.J. Brown was more or less shut out. He had 1 carry for 7 yards, and he had 1 catch for 16. I think Lattimore gets a lot of credit there. Demario Davis, one of the premier linebackers, 6 tackles plus a TFL. Cam Jordan got some pressure, but no sacks, no hits. A bit disappointing there. Quan Alexander, he's back, by the way. 5 tackles, TFL, pass breakup. Not bad. I think the overall, though, especially with Peyton Turner going on IR, your player of the game defensively, I think, should go to Marcus Davenport, who I am excited to see how he fares the rest of the year. I think the breakout is pretty much on the way, coming. It's maybe almost arrived. Don't want to get too far ahead from that perspective, but Davenport now only had 1 sack entering today's game, now got 2. This could be the start of something big moving forward, because I think that's going to be a key factor for New Orleans is without Peyton Turner, if you can get sacks and production out of Marcus Davenport, that will be a very large deal for this team moving forward. One more negative note to end on. I'm sorry, guys. Penalties, a problem for New Orleans. 9 penalties for 65 yards, more than the Titans, and maybe none bigger than the Adam Trotman false start on the 2-point try. Can't be doing that, brother. You can't be doing that mistake. So, look, the Saints, loss is painful. I get that. There are some positives, some negatives to take out of it. They are still, though, in the playoff hunt. So what is your confidence level, then, in New Orleans? Scale this for me 1 to 10. 1 being you're melting down, season's over, you just want to go home and tank. Shouldn't be a 1. 10 being they're going to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's somewhere in the middle. Head to the comments and type your responses.